My name is Brandon Reynante. I am a lecturer in the Global Ties program at UC San Diego. Global Ties is a humanitarian engineering and social innovation program where we get teams of undergraduate students together to solve engineering challenges for local and international nonprofits, attempting to improve quality of life for underserved communities. I have a long history with the PAL program. When I was a freshman at UCSD, actually, in freshman undergrad, I took a PAL class called Intro to Academic Mentoring of Elementary Students. That class was super inspiring to me, and I wanted to continue being involved with the PAL program, so I became a teaching assistant for 3 years. So I did that through most of my college career. And then now, as a lecturer, as I mentioned, the Global Ties program, we partner with nonprofit organizations, and PAL has been one of our clients for student projects. While I was an undergrad here, I was involved with an engineering honor society, and we would do weekly outreach lessons in a 5th grade classroom at Florence Elementary School in San Diego. And so basically we would develop these hands-on interactive sort of engineering design competitions and come in and have the students actually practice engineering work. So they would get in teams, they would come up with concepts, they would create little prototypes and try to test out their ideas. So, some of the design competitions were trying to design something that could protect an egg from falling from a 2-story building, and you're only given limited materials like some popsicle sticks, a little bit of cotton balls, really simple things like that. And so really helping spark interest, or ideally sparking interest in engineering in these students. I feel like my position now as a lecturer in the Global Ties program and overseeing student projects where the students will partner with PAL, I feel that the role is a little different because before it was more sharing the engineering knowledge that we had, almost as if we were, the educators when I was doing the outreach. Now we're using our engineering skills to help advance PAL's mission. So it's a little different in terms of now we're actually developing technologies that PAL can utilize to further their goals. So when I was an undergrad, when I was TAing for the PAL class, I remember we would have these weekly discussion sections where all the college students, they were basically mentoring some underserved elementary student. And one of my students in my discussion section told a story about bringing her mentee to the beach. And it was the first time that her mentee had ever been to the beach. This youth who lived in San Diego, and it was such a surprise to me. It really brought into kind of stark relief like the socioeconomic and cultural differences between my youth experience and then what the students we're working with grew up with. So it was very eye-opening, and I think that experience was really life-changing for the mentee because it kind of opened them up to a whole new world of possibilities, I think. And to me it really showed that to increase a student's likelihood of going to college, pursuing higher education, it's not just about trying to improve their math skills or improve their reading skills. I think a lot of it is, showing them that there are different possibilities and letting them know that someone cares. A tip for students taking a PAL course in the future, I would say that PAL is one of those classes where you kind of get out of it what you put into it. Kind of similar to the class that I teach in Global Ties. If you really invest yourself in getting to know the mentees or the students that you're tutoring, I think it has such a profound impact on your life. It can have a huge impact, and so I would say go put in as much effort and time as you have available. It's definitely a worthwhile experience. One thing I would say is, my experience taking a PAL class was the first time that I really had a direct encounter with social justice issues. And you're partnered, like I was mentoring the student from a very low socioeconomic status school, and you really get a lot of insight into what it's like to live in an underserved community, and that inspired me to want to pursue social justice concerns in my personal and professional life. And it's kind of a big reason why I'm back here now lecturing in the Global Ties program, because we do projects largely focused around social justice issues. So I think it's been a huge impact on my own career trajectory.